Hey everyone, it's Adelaide Winterstep and welcome to today's video. I just want to start off by saying that I have looked through every application, and if you have received an email, that means you've been accepted. So make sure to check your emails. If you haven't received one, I'm really sorry, but you'll have to try in the next application process to get in. So today we're actually going to go out schooling with our newfound members of the Silverglade Equestrian team. All of these are new since I just kind of sent out the emails like yesterday, today, this morning. But it's so fun. They're already so friendly and I'm getting to know them really well. It's a great time. So today I have 5 riders with me to go cross-country schooling in Fir Grove, and I'm going to give them a lesson, work with them a little bit, and talk through some combinations that I've done before with Violet. So here we have a lot of riders. We have Jennifer and Peppermint going on. Then we have Lila, and she ended up switching horses last minute, so don't mind the horse that she's leading. And then we have our awesome rider Fiona with her horse Ace. Ace is the cutest horse I have ever seen. Beautiful, beautiful horse. And they just loaded on a little bit later. And then here we have Emily, and Emily is with her horse Blueberry. Blueberry's so cute. Yet again, all these horses are amazing. I love meeting these new horses and riders. It's so fun. And then lastly, we have Kirsten. And I have yet to meet her horse. She hasn't introduced me to her horse yet, so that'll be exciting. She's probably the newest member to our group. Okay, so once we got in, we headed to Fir Grove, and here they all are unloading. Again, I'll repeat their names so you guys start to remember them. But we have Jennifer with Peppermint. We have Lila leading a non-existent horse. I don't know why it glitched this way. I'm sorry, everyone. Ruining the realism, right? And then we have Fiona with her horse Ace. Then we have Emily with her horse Blueberry. And we have Kirsten. So I'm saying it Kirsten. I'm probably not saying it right. I'm really sorry. I'm wholeheartedly sorry. We set aside like 10 to 15 minutes just to tack up and work a little bit. And everyone's just kind of doing their job and relaxing a little bit and enjoying it, which is great. The horses were so fabulous today. Today I brought Melody along with me. Melody's super cute, and he's just got his fun little boots on, and he's also got his fun cross-country gear on that we did in our last riding video with Melody. So now we're here. We're gonna do a warm-up, and we're just kind of spreading out and going along the rail to start our warm-up of a walk, trot, canter, and a couple of small jumps before we try out the combinations. We have about 4 or 5 combinations set out to learn today. Okay, so we started off with a little bit of walking, but we went immediately into the trot. You guys know I love the trot. It's such a versatile gait, and you can do so much with it, so that's great and everything. And Jennifer just kind of trotted around. Peppermint just got him moving a little, her moving a little, and Fiona and Ace are like a power pair. I can't get over this horse and this rider. They're awesome. I'm so glad they joined. And then we have Lila, and with her horse Sunny. So Sunny is the horse that she ended up choosing in the end. Sunny is amazing. Such a sweet horse. So I did lessons earlier this morning with them, a kind of a warm-up lesson, but we had a couple more members join, and so we decided to do this and go out cross-country riding and practice just a little bit and train as well. So obviously Kensington is coming up. Some of these members are going into Kensington, others are choosing not to. It's completely up to them. I don't really force them to do these major shows since it's a big deal. Here we have a lovely pair. Blueberry is so cute. Blueberry as in like Vallegro, if you guys know Vallegro, the dressage horse. He's got his nickname, Blueberry. So cute. And of course we've got Peppermint, and these are all the horses. I'm saying the horses' names, not the riders. But yeah, so we did some walking, some trotting, relaxed a little bit, and did that both ways before we went into the canter. Since today's cross country, there's going to be a lot of cantering, so I just kind of kept it relaxed and didn't do too much because I don't want to wear out the horses, especially how early they come into the team. Their horses haven't been worked to the Silverglade Equestrian level, so we're just starting them off pretty fair. So now I just kind of go around and talk to them about their equitation and things that they could do to improve. This may be a cross-country lesson or a cross-country outing, but I'm still going to pick on their equitation, and I'm still pretty critiquing about that. So I make sure to give them feedback on how they're riding and ways that they can improve so that their horse improves with them. So now I talk through with them the plan of the day, and I have them go ahead and head out to their spots. So today we're just going to do some grid work for the start, and then we're going to go ahead and work on other stuff. So I have them go in a certain order at a certain time, and this is how we're going to do the majority of our jumping lessons so that everyone gets a turn. Kirsten go first, and then we had Lila go. Now, Lila's horse Sunny had a bad experience. I think they had a fall or crouch or something, an accident recently, and so they've had a tough time. So this morning we worked a little bit on that, and so now I'm really glad to see that Sunny is already improved and is already way more confident in his jumping. So that's a great sign, and that's really good to see that. And they got Fiona and Ace, lovely little pair there. And then we have Emily going up with Blueberry, and they're going at a pretty good pace. And yeah, so a lot of times I'll make sure to customize, I guess if you'll say, these grids to the rider in ways that can improve them. So I'm not all going to tell them, oh, do 3 strides in between each jump. For each of these riders, I have them do differently. So for their horses that might get a little quick in between jumps, I have them do a little bit extra, an extra stride in between the jumps to kind of challenge themselves to slow down their horse and see how, how laid back they can get. For the horses that tend to be a little bit less bold and a little more tucked back jumpers, I have the riders push them forward and make them go one or two strides less, so the horse really has to stretch out and go for it. Sunny just raced through that, I have to say, but I try to make sure that's customized so that each rider and horse is very challenged and is constantly thinking about what to do next and has to really push themselves to things that they wouldn't otherwise do. And that's part of eventing too. You have to really be very versatile and have to be able to adapt to new situations. So that's why it's good practice in the lesson ring to kind of work on that while we have the time. So this morning we did some stride control work too in the riding hall, but now that we're out here and we have more jumps available, it's nice to work on that as well. So for the second combination, we had sort of a fence in the back that drops, and then we just had a downhill kind of gallop area, and then we had another fence. So that was the layout. It's kind of a challenging layout though because of the downhill. It's difficult to control. So Lila went first, and she got a little sticky on that first one, but she continued on. Again, the downhill is difficult because for those horses that are really bold and really go for it and really like to go into that quick gallop pace, that's more difficult for the riders to control. So I asked them to break their horse down to a trot going down the hill and then pick it back up again, especially for this first time. And then for the people with a less bold horse that tends to be more shy about these sort of things, I'd ask them to kind of push their horse into a pretty good pace after that jump to encourage them to be more bold next time and to really go for it. So I think that's part of catering to make sure that each horse has their own special training and is able to work on their own issues, even if you're in a group environment like this. So we saw a lot of improvement after doing this first time. This first time it was just a little sticky. Everyone's horses were a little bit looky at the jump and either went too fast or too slow down the hill. So we decided to go ahead and do it a second time, and this time I got a better angle for all of you to see. But the second time, we asked for a little bit more down the hill from each horse, even the ones who tend to get a little more bold, to have the riders practice with a horse like that. So, they got to practice with their horses in different situations, and it was really good. They did a great job, and coming down this hill, they all were able to do it really well, and they didn't have any issues. Again, it was always a little sticky on that first jump, and I think it was just because by the time the horse gets that jump, they look and they see how it drops down a bit, so they get a little hairy on it, and they don't enjoy it as much. So I think throughout time and continual practice with this, the horses will become more confident in their skills and abilities to jump this, and it'll become easier. But obviously the students haven't done this that many times before, so it was kind of important to practice this and make sure that they were able to do it with ease. And so we had Blueberry and Emily do that part, and then of course Jennifer and Peppermint. And Jennifer and Peppermint have a great control system going. She's really able to work with her horse well and negotiate the right amount of strides with ease. So she works super well with this horse. So our third combination wasn't really a combination. All I asked them was to jump over this kind of wide, larger typed log, and it was a good exercise because a lot of the horses were still pretty looky at the log, and then go ahead and trot down the hill. And I really like using hills, not just downhill but also uphill, so afterwards I had them canter, trot and canter up the hill. So that was great. It was a great exercise not only conditioned the horses, but had them work with larger, almost spookier, not really spooky, but spookier jumps. And then our second to last combination was this double. It's actually a triple, but you can't see a third one, which is part of the challenge. But also part of the challenge is that you're kind of locked in with this one. I did this one with Violet, and I kind of explained that to you guys in my Violet cross country video. So they attempted it, and they did great. Kirsten decided not to attempt this one. This time she decided to stick out, which I'm totally fine with. So it's pretty chill. But we had Emily go over that one. Her horse was a little looky on the first one, but was good afterwards. And on the third time, they all said that it was much easier because their horse had done 2 previous jumps before, and so it just gets easier as you kind of go along. But, you know, there are some challenges to this combo, and I'm glad that we got through it pretty good with no refusals. So that was awesome. And this last one is an addition to the snake, just part of it though, because again, I didn't want the students to do super advanced stuff so early into our lesson system. So, you know, we just had them practice on this 2 to 3 strides in between, and it was just kind of a curve. Curves are a great way to practice kind of managing your strides and managing how large you want your lines to be, mostly because you have to kind of adjust that curve, see how much you want to cut in, see how wide you want to go out. And it really is a great exercise to manage your strides and kind of work on that. So that was great. Also, it was hard to see the second jump, so it also made these horses really have to prepare and work a little bit more, because after that first jump, they were like, oh, I'm done jumping, but they really, really weren't. So yeah, but they all did great, and that was the last one. So thank you everyone so much for watching this. I hope you all enjoyed this. Again, applications, if you received an email, you've been accepted. If you did not receive an email though, I'm very sorry, but you'll have to try next time. But thank you so much for the new team members that have joined. You guys are awesome, you're doing so good, and you are amazing, amazing people. So let's hope to keep this up. I hope you guys like this style of video. After Kensington, which is 4 days of posting straight, I am not going to post more than twice a week. So twice a week is because of school, and it's stressful, it's a lot of work, so you know, it's easier for me. And also on Wednesday, tomorrow, I'm not posting because it's a rest day for me and I'm out of Wi-Fi. So yeah, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is all at Kensington. It's an enormous time frame, so I hope you guys will enjoy that after this video. Starting on Thursday with the trot up. And if you don't know what Kensington is, check out my info video for that. All right. Hope you all enjoyed this. Remember to check out all my platforms in the links down below. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.